I had just came back from college and I was excited to see my friends. I want to see how their journeys were. Going through college, how stressful it is. I haven't seen them in a minute. And me personally, I was on self-improvement, so I kind of wanted to brag about it a little bit. So specifically with this one friend, I chose to hit her up and see how it was going. How have you celebrated so far, after your break? And they was like, oh, I've been busy working, take care of this stuff, take care of that. But the thing was, I was only thinking about me. So I was only like, oh, when you try to meet up, when you try to meet up, when you try to meet up, when they was constantly telling me that they were busy. So after me doing it a couple more times, I eventually got left undelivered. And at first I was like, it is what it is. If they don't want to hang out with me, that's fine. But because I have this tendency to overthink, I started to realize that I was being selfish. I was only thinking about me, about bragging about self-improvement, saying how much I got far in life, when self-improvement is not something to be bragging about. So after this realization, I started to feel real sorry for myself and started to feel real bad. So then I met up with my friend from college to the mall and stuff to walk around. And as I'm telling him this story, telling him about my mistake, he made sure to stop me and tell me that it was not a mistake. It was a lesson. And that kind of blew my mind, because as soon as I went back home, I came up with this quote that perfectly showcases what taking action really is. The more actions you take, the more mistakes you'll make. The more mistakes you'll make, the more lessons you'll learn. The more lessons you learn, the more wins you'll earn. By Omar Ahmed. You see, you may be in the middle of your self-improvement journey. You may not be in a degenerate stage where you're drinking beer all day, playing video games, eating junk food. You may have gone past that and started the good habits like going to the gym, meditating, getting your sleep right, doing a side hustle, and all of that. But you don't seem to be progressing. Like, for example, you go to the gym and you make sure to get your sleep, eat correctly, but you're not going up on a certain exercise. You may have been working on an exercise for a month and you haven't even been getting stronger, or you're getting worse, or you've been having like a side hustle and you've been working on it, right? But it's not seeming to be growing and you don't see any results. Even when you go to the library and you read a textbook and study stuff like that, right? You go take the exam and you don't end up getting the score you wanted. And to that, I'll say you're not doing enough. No, I'm not saying to work harder or work smarter. I'm saying that you haven't done enough yet. And you have to remember, success doesn't happen overnight. You know that quote, right? So why do you expect it to happen? It's normal for you not to see results. I remember like a month ago when I was in college and stuff like that, I was stressing a whole lot. No matter how much time I tried to put into YouTube, it just wasn't growing. Or the gym, I was like trying to bench press and I just wasn't going up in weight. Or when I used to go study, I wouldn't even get the score I wanted. And the thing I failed to realize was I have like 3 to 5 different goals at the same time. And it's true that you're gonna make more progress when you're doing one thing compared to like 5 or 3, right? But the thing is, not everyone has that luxury. Not everyone could just focus on the business that they want to start and just strictly do that. They may have to get a job so they can provide for their family and provide for that business. It's important for you to not want to rush it. Even if you're not seeing no results in the meantime, you just need to be patient and have faith. Have patience in the thing that you're doing right now. Instead of going right now, jumping onto other business models, doing other things, switching tasks and all that. You want to make sure that you have patience and you have faith, because you will see results. It happened for me. I finally hit my milestone that I always wanted to hit, and I was so glad I did it. And it was all because I stuck through it. I could have gave up like a couple of months ago seeing my results, but I decided to keep going at it. I knew that if I just stayed patient, if I just kept going at it, I'll eventually make it. Now, I haven't made it just yet though. You know what I'm saying? I'm only at 100 subs right now, but I have faith that everything will go right in the long run. No matter if it takes me like 4 more years, 5 more years, like what's the alternative? Doing some other business like SMMA or going to a job, working over there, and then once that's over with, I just go back home and watch Netflix? Nah, man, you just gotta have faith in the thing you're doing and expect to make mistakes. That's what this video is more about. Accept the mistakes, because they're actually lessons. The more mistakes you'll make, the more lessons you'll learn. And that's because life will give you detailed, tailored advice to your situation. This is because we're all different. We need to learn in different ways. You see, the way you teach one person will be the same way you teach another person. That's why you see in classes, it's usually a smart group of people and like not the smart group of people. I was part of this video is about accepting the mistakes and accepting that you're gonna make a whole lot of them the more actions you'll take. And I don't want you to be discouraged and taking no more action. You need to actually take more action so you can make a whole lot of mistakes and learn a whole lot of lessons, and then you get more wins in the long run because you have all this knowledge and all the experience. So then in the future, when an event similar happens, you'll be able to prevent it because you know about it. And with that being said, the more people you approach, the more people you talk to, the faster you improve your social skills and the faster you can make a connection with another person. However, nowadays, it's getting harder and harder to practice this. This is because people are more protective and more on the fence than ever. And this is because the rise of social media, TikTok, Instagram. I mean, go outside and you'll most likely see somebody in their phone, not even in the physical world. And as a result, this had led to the increase of depression and unfortunately, the increase of self-deletion. If we don't do something right now, the more and more people will become anxious and do something they cannot come back from. This is why I preach going outside your comfort zone, because it changed my life and I know that it will change theirs. However, it is important for me to highlight the fact that every interaction was good. Maybe I'll go talk to somebody and they were just in a bad mood, or I'll go talk to somebody who's busy and they will just ignore me. Or I would talk to somebody and they were just really dry, so the conversation was just annoying to continue. Now, although that comes with the challenge, there's a way we can practice and prepare for what's to come without feeling embarrassed or going through all of that. And that's by joining a community, but not just any community, a community of like-minded individuals who are also on self-improvement, trying to improve their social skills. And this is by making it so that the people who is in this community are actually trying to improve their social skills and not trying to embarrass another or make fun of another. So whether you're trying to improve your public speaking, small talk, whatever, you have a group of constructive but supportive people helping you out. So whether you want to talk and engage, you have a group of people helping you out and give you advice, while you can also do the same for them without feeling embarrassed or them trying to attack you. There will be group weekly calls of check-ins, rewards, challenges, all that fun stuff to make it as engaging as possible so you have no excuse but to join and improve alongside us. So if that sounds interesting, go on the top link in the description and join right now. Say you're trying to build like a fan, right? Your mom got this fan and she's like, go build it. When you go ahead and build it, you gotta read it and then you gotta try it out, and when it messes up, and then you gotta go on YouTube or online to find a whole different source, see like a video of other people doing it. It's not fun, right? It doesn't feel good, right? When you build it, and the fan is working, that's when the fun part comes in. So why do you think the same thing is gonna happen for real life? Right now, you're going through that version where you feel like, oh, it's not working, and you're trying a whole bunch of other stuff and it's just not working. If you wait patiently soon enough, you'll get to the part where you start enjoying the fan, where you start enjoying your skills that you gain through your experience. Just want to let you know that if you are going through that stage right now where you feel like you're putting all this work in and not just like you're not seeing no results, I just want you to have faith and patience in the process. It will work out. With that being said, always remember, take it one step at a time, because you may never know where that one step may lead you.